whoa, and whoa, change is good for everybody. Whoa, Montana, whoa, better than it. Whoa, when that hate don't work, they start telling lies.
Route99, yes sir, that's right, 99 in your program, number 1 in your heart, 280 in Canton Hall of Fame. That's the way it's going down. And sometimes you got to take the emotions out, and that's what I wanted to do, take the emotions out of the draft, because in 1995 there was a lot of emotion for me in the draft, and I'm going to go back and revisit it, and it's Cleveland Browns, John Dorsey and the whole crew. But the thing that really kind of struck me was Alonzo Highsmith, old University of Miami guy. His comments kind of about Josh Allen and the volleyball team, and check with his wife. They might know something we don't know, but the last time I know that a quarterback was drafted number 1 in the National Football League draft that was under 6'1", his name was Mike Vick, and he ran like the wind, and he had 400-plus yards against Florida State in the Sugar Bowl, and it was Wadsworth and Peter Boulware chasing him that night. Unbelievable. If you ever, you young kids out there, if you ever want to see a football game, go look that one up. The Mike Vick Sugar Bowl. Holy Toledo. You will see something you've never seen on a football field. And then he came to my division, so I got a chance to look at him up close and personal. And I'll share a story with y'all about Mike Vick, because this how exciting Baker Mayfield must be for the Cleveland Browns. Mike Vick went on a 7-8 week stretch where Atlanta was good and hot, and we walked in the room, and it's me, Simeon, Derek Brooks, Rondé Barber, John Lynch, the whole crew. And Simeon, for some reason, whenever he got in a meeting, and it was Wednesday, and it was long meetings, he'd go to sleep, and Brooks be like, yo, wake him up. I'm like, no, I'm not waking him on Wednesday. I need him on Sunday. And that's all he do is hunt on Sunday. So I'm not bothering the man if he need a little rest on Wednesday, because we got to go to practice today. But this particular morning, we had Mike Vick this week, and it was on, and we was watching a third down reel. And I mean play after play after play. This man was going for 35, 40, 60, 70, touchdown. And something said to me, you might want to wake him up so I can watch this, because if nothing else, this is damn good tape. So I tap him. I said, yo, Sim. I go, yo, pimp. I said, yo, you might want to check this out right here, buddy, because this boy doing some special stuff on this tape right now. So he watched about 3 plays in a row, and Vic is cutting up again. I mean, just left, right, across the middle. I think it was the Minnesota play that I woke him up on. And it was the Minnesota play. Then it was a third down play in Carolina. Just the week before we about to play them, and another play with Carolina, third down. And mind you, the room is jet black dark. And Simeon Rice he puts his hand up, and I look over, I say, nobody can see you, right, pimp? He's like, oh, yeah, I just got to say it out. I said, yeah, no, just say it. Hey, Money. I was like, hey, Money. Money's pausing. Yeah, Simeon, what's going on? He say, is this like a highlight tape or something? I look over at him, I said, this is the third down reel, my brother. He's like, he doing this every third? Yes, he is doing this every third down. And it don't matter where it's at, what stadium, he is doing it. And it's a bunch of people watching it. It's very exciting. So we got our work cut out for us, big boys. You ready? He didn't sleep no more in any more meeting the rest of the week. I mean, it was just exciting to watch Mike Vick, to prepare, to see if you had an opportunity to stop him. So, Cleveland fans, I know y'all are wonderful, and y'all deserve everything that's coming your way, and I hope it's an exciting Baker Mayfield. But the one thing I know, when you're looking for passing lanes in the middle of Cleveland in November, ooh, good luck. All right, New York Giants. You know what? I have a good friend of mine who is in the New York Giant organization, and I hit him. I said, yo, what are y'all looking for in a new running back? Oh, he went rah, and I'm like, yo, calm down. You ain't got to sell it to me. I just want to know what you're looking for in your number 2 pick in the draft. Oh, what you want to bet he don't get 1,000 yards? I'm like, that's 63 yards a game. Is that all y'all looking for in the number 2 pick in the draft is 63 yards a game? Then give me a break. Giants? Really? All right. I love that Eli Manning is excited about tutoring the young guy. Yeah, you get a young guy around you, and all of a sudden you realize I'm on the downside of my career, so now it's time to you know what? The great R.V. Brown said to me when I was in Tampa after the Super Bowl, it's not how you go in, Sap, it's how you go out. I think Eli, somebody that told him that. Ain't nothing like that for your legacy. The Jets, hope is alive again in New York. You got yourself a quarterback. I like it. See what else you got. Denver, can I play again? I want to play again. If Denver, I mean, are you kidding me? They let Chubb fall to Von Miller. Oh, my goodness. I want to play again, y'all. I know I can get a pass rush with that going on because somebody got to step up. Somebody going to be running off that 5th step. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. You know what? I'm going to go out to Von Miller's pass rush camp in June, and we might give a report or Route 99 from out there for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because that's going to be exciting. Indy, I love what you did, the offensive lineman from the Notre Dame. Good kid, good road grader. We'll play for the next 15 years. And you got to protect Luck. You must protect Luck. Yes, yes, yes. Buffalo Bills. Time to crack head like the cowboy did the Buffalo Bill. I get ill. Wreck shop daily. Okay. This is where it all comes in. Because at the 10th pick, Josh Rosen said, there were 9 mistakes. Ooh. Now, as someone who was drafted the 12th pick in the draft and was a defensive player of the year and widely considered the best player on Saturday afternoon when I came out of that draft, I understand that it's very frustrating when you're sitting in that green room and you're looking at different individuals get drafted. The DB for the Cleveland Browns, that was kind of crazy. But, hey, you know, and you're watching this go down and, you know, you're sitting in the room. And I'm glad he took back that he said what he said, you know, 9 mistakes. You know. No, that was Rosen. That's way down. No, this is the other kid. What am I doing? See, this is why this Route 99, you need a seatbelt. Because riding with me and talking crazy, I'm gonna confuse a couple things and mix it up. But there it was. The Buffalo Bills did not draft Josh Rosen. The Buffalo Bills drafted Josh Allen. And that's another situation I need to talk about because they told me that this kid back in high school did a tweet. Really? Come on, man. This is a brotherhood of men. Me and Brad Culpepper used to sit beside each other in the trenches and call each other whitey and colored every day for the 6 years that we played together. And it was no animosity, no nothing, because the last time I checked, brothers fight. I know that because I got 3 of them, and they used to torture me. And winning in the backyard was one of my greatest accomplishments that I could ever have. But the Buffalo Bills, you got a good player with a cannon of an arm. And all the defenders invite him over to the crib. Let him see the kids. Let him see his wife and kids. Hey, man. Because trust me, when you're in a brotherhood of men, it's going to be some things said. I guarantee you this. And if you ain't got tough skin, but you know what? I do understand that we live in the Twitter world and, you know, the keyboard gangsters are out there. And Josh Allen was a keyboard gangster when he was young. I can understand it. It happens. But you got to understand, young people, when you're out there writing and typing and it has your name on it, it's going to be there forever. You can do all the deleting you want after the fact, but somebody saw it because that's what they out there doing. They watching. The internet is undefeated. Trust me. It is undefeated. It will whack you upside the head. All right, let me get back on my notes because I done got totally off. It happens. The Chicago Bears went and got themselves a linebacker. I guess they're a little nostalgic because Brian Urlacher is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Congratulations, Brian. And I like your new head of hair. And I'll see you in August and have a drink with you if you drink, or a cigar. 49ers, John Lynch, Mike McCulloch. That's the offensive lineman from Notre Dame. I don't do offensive linemen, but I like both of these kids from Notre Dame. They play good football. I watched them when they came down with the University of Miami. We put a whooping on them, but those kids play well. Now, Josh Rosen, 9 mistakes. I understand it, son. I understand. It was a long, it was a long morning for you in the draft room. But there's no way you can come out your mouth and say those 9 before you were mistakes, because the 9 before you put in the same kind of work you put in, and whatever pick you are, you have to say, thank God I'm blessed, because your odds are better being a brain surgeon than playing in the National Football League. Just think about that for a second. Your odds are better being a brain surgeon than playing in the National Football League. And we talk about a top 10 pick. And now it's 9 mistakes before me. As I said, I was the 12th pick. And it was Kajana Carter, Tony Baselli, Steve McNair, God bless his soul, Michael Westbrook, Gary Collins, Kevin Carter. Let me think. Oh, there he is, Mike Mamula, because the Tampa Bay Buccaneers traded the 7th pick in the draft back to number 12. 8, Joey Galloway. 9, Kyle Brady. 10. That's a long time ago, y'all. All right. 11 was Derek Alexander. There was another. Oh, J.J. Stokes. That's right. It was another receiver, J.J. Stokes, and then Derek Alexander. Now I know some of y'all kids out there like, who in the hell are some of them people? Exactly. That's what I was thinking that day as I was sitting in that draft room, but there was no way in hell I was going to call Derek Alexander, Kevin Carter, Kajana Carter, Tony Baselli, any of those individuals mistakes. And I was standing there when the New York Jets was on the clock, and they were screaming, "We won't sap. We won't sap." And they were like, Kyle Brady. And it was like, who? What? Boo. I'm like, oh, my God, this is not good. I remember the look in Kyle Brady's face when he walked by me to go up to the stage. I'm like, what do you want me to do? I mean, we both look. I looked at him like, he looked at me like, what do you want me? I'm like, what do you want me to do? I'm sorry. I mean, geez. Just one of those moments where it was like, jeez. I'm like, hey, brother, it's on you now. You got the draft pick, and there it is. All right, number 11, Micah Fitzpatrick. Now, that young man there, I thought he'd be way drafted, way up in there, because this boy here played football on a Saturday afternoon. Remind me of the Honey Badger when you watch him play, and just make him play after play in the backfield, around the line of scrimmage, just, whew. All right. And now the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, after trading the 7th pick, the same thing they did in 1995, back to the number 12 pick, draft the defensive tackle from Washington, Vita, 347 pounds. Like I said, I'm glad we're doing the show, and I take the emotions out. Hey, man, put your seatbelt on. As a 310-pound freshman at the University of Miami, I grew that big, yes. I realized then that 310 pounds is not a weight that you can move freakishly around, because, people want to tell me, man, that's freakish athletic ability. I might know something about that if, somebody pull out some old tape when I was able to do something. Not anymore. But 300, and they put a high school tape on in front of me, and they're like, yo, he played running back in high school. Really? High school. Stop it. We're going to go back, not to college. We're going to go back to high school. Because I know something about this game. Whenever you look at a 40 time, and they tell you this man ran 5'1", at 347 pounds, sounds impressive, doesn't it? But now let's put this in a practical term because we're playing football. They make him wear all their pads. He can't come out like I used to with no knee pads, no thigh pads, no nothing on, just a pair of pants and a jock underneath it and socks. Pants, jock, socks, let's play. Now you got to put thigh pads, knee pads, socks, shoes, jersey, shoulder pads, helmet. So now we just added what? 5 pounds? Let's just say 4. 4 pounds. Let's be nice. The helmet and the shoulder pads and the pads, 4 pounds. So now we over 350. So now what are we running in the 40? Not 5'1". Let's just add a 10. Let's just say it's 5'2". Now you add 5 pounds, you run a 5'2" now. And now we get in the Florida sun at 1 o'clock because all the Buck games are 1 o'clock except the one with Tony Dungy, where he will be joining me in the Buccaneer Ring of Honor. Welcome, Coach. We'll talk about him a little later because you're talking about somebody who set the tone. No excuses, no explanations. But back to the defensive tackle. Now we're at 5'2", and we're fully loaded with all the pads and helmets, and we're playing at the end of the first quarter. Where we at? 5'5"? Listen, man, you don't get stronger in the NFL season or in a football game. It will break you down. And the one thing I know, you must be in superior shape. And for a young man that was raised on the West Coast, I got one piece of advice for you. Get you a Yeti and have a gallon of water and go see Gerald because he's got that pH balanced water over there because that'll give you a little extra oomph in your step. Trust me, I like that water. All right, that's 12 picks. That's all we going because that's what we do. I ride it. I drive it. You listen. Route99. You're going to need a double seat belt and your astronaut belt. You ever been to Hogan's House of Pain? I guess you ain't never seen the movie Armageddon. You have to look that one up, young fellas. Because Hogan's House of Pain is where my man said when they were strapping him into the thing to go up and save the world, him and Bruce Willis and the rest, she was stepping on his chest, putting the seatbelt on. And that's what you need right now because I want to talk about Kanye to the tittle. You can go to hell. And it's just that simple. Because body sculpting and liposuction is an option. Slavery wasn't. Done. All right. Wendell Carter's mama came out and said that the NCAA system was like a slave system. I didn't get deep into her comments. I kind of looked up and I said, you know what? I said back in 1998 when they gave me a 6-year, $36 million deal that the NFL was like a slave system. Because I couldn't get out on the free market to exercise my true value. And that was in 98. And my man W.C. Roten wrote a book, The $40 Million Slave. And he was talking about NBA players. So I caution everybody out there not to be so harsh on the man's mother because she's seen a lot. And whenever you're in the age that Miss Carter is, and the people around her, and the places she's been, and the things that her family's experienced, let's slow it down. And I was listening to, the talking heads, we'll call them. And they were talking about, well, this ain't the 1600s and the 1700s. I want them to look up May 31st, June 1st, 1921, Greenwood, Tulsa. We ain't talking about no 16 and 1700. We talking about 1921. So, and as a child of the South has a lot of blood on the ground. I mean, look up Red Summer, 1919, and the different things. This isn't something that you can just bottle up in the colonialisms and the ancient Chinese secrets that way back in the day. Nah. Learn something. Read a book. It really doesn't take a lot to understand history if you want to talk about history, or try to tell his man mama that she in a different context of what it is. Nah. She know exactly what she's looking at because her son's going through it and she's looking at it. The check is being made all around the country, and we got to find a way to pay these kids in the NCAA. And don't give me this bull junk about, well, what do we do with the girls? You pay them too, because I love to watch my little girl play soccer over at Mizzou. Don't play with it. Charge it. We'll pay it. Give them kids what they need and they deserve. And let's stop this free labor for an education. Because, trust me, it ain't easy to stay eligible, because the North Carolina programs that they're giving you, those Swahili classes, they already found out about those. Route99. Yeah, that's right. We're about to venture into the NBA playoffs. Not to validate anything, but I had 1,000 points, 1,000 rebounds in high school. So don't think this is just a football defensive tackle talking about basketball. And I was started off with the East because I live out there, so don't go there. Toronto, they deserve better. The fans deserve better. In a city, the fans sit outside and watch the game in the freezing cold without a ticket. They're so-called stars, number one seed in the East, and the broom come out. Now I know you're playing LeBron James, the greatest player on earth, and the greatest player in this era, because you're not going to erase Wilt Chamberlain nor Michael Jordan or any of the other great ones. But LeBron James is the king in Toronto 10 times in a row. Oh, my goodness. I don't believe in a team having your number. There's some kind of way you got to find a way to fight them. And the so-called stars in Toronto got to start showing up in the playoffs. That is just ridiculous. Make no sense. And speaking of making no sense, I was listening to, because I'm a Philadelphia 76er fan, because I was raised up in Orlando, and there was no basketball team before Shaq and the Magic and Stanley Robinson and the rest of them showed up, and the gritty-gutty Scotty Skiles. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of basketball, you know. Darryl Dawkins was from Evans High School, which was my high school rival, and he went to Chocolate Thunder, went up to Philadelphia, so I instantly became a Philadelphia 76er fan with Julius the Dr. Irving making house calls, and Andrew Toney, Bobby Jones, World Be Free. You know, I'm a 76er fan. Yes, sir. I was there when Allen Iverson was doing this thing, and we was in the finals and stepped over Tyrone Lue in game one and dropped 36 on him. Yeah, I'm a 76er fan. So, speaking of disgusting, Ben Simmons, son, what are you doing? The playoffs is where you make your name, or you get a name made about you. That's simple. It's where the great ones thrive. There's no other game on, and it's for a championship. Oh, my goodness. The missed dunk. Play the guy, McCullum, or number 12, or whatever his name is. Man, are you kidding me right now? And Joel Embiid, get in the paint, you got the mask on, so go down there and hit somebody with it, or make somebody hit you across the mask and see if it's strong enough to stop them from breaking your nose again. Good God Almighty. Boston's playing good basketball. Rozier, point guard's playing well. Big Al Harrington is just taking advantage of Joel Embiid. I mean, because you can't. Yeah, Al Horford. I don't like Florida Gators. My bad. One time for the Gators, let's do the Gator chump. Big Al is working him. And Boston has got him 3-1. So Philly can't do something you've never done as a franchise. Shit, when it was 0-2, they put up a stat. It was 0-11, and Boston was 33-0 when they up 2-0. So let's see what happens there. Because to go see the King, you better have some confidence, because that LeBron James is tough to beat 4 times. He's tough to beat 4 times. And speaking of getting beat 4 times, the Western Conference Finals is set. Strap on your seatbelt like in Route 99 because out west it gets rough, rugged, and raw. Oh, my goodness. It's about to be a series. I'm taking the over. They don't play. You know what? Houston has been playing some defense. You know, that Capel down in the paint, that boy there got some long arms, and but Golden State don't go in the paint. So it's gonna be a shootout. I mean, I wouldn't go in that paint with him. You know, PJ Tucker and them boys, they play pretty good defense. They have been playing pretty good defense, but when you shoot it from where KD, Klay Thompson, and Steph shoot it from, it just ain't a lot of defense for that. Oh my goodness! I don't even get in the paint with Draymond and his little gritty, gutty, dirty playing, but hey, strap on your seatbelt. The Western Conference Final is set. Houston, Golden State, but we got Philly and Boston yet to decide. So we'll see. That's gonna be that's a nice little Final Four. I like that. But that Western Conference Final, oh my goodness. Ooh, whoa. There's 240 points going up every night. 227 will be the low. That's for all my gambling friends out there. But, you know, do what you do and how you do it. NBA Finals. It'll be LeBron James versus Golden State Warriors. Your seatbelt still on? Well, all right. Route 99, we're going to go on down to a little fishing because when I was off, I had to go over to the Guatemalan Bill Fish Invitational, the 3rd annual, where the defending champ was Peter Miller. One time for the Canes, University of Miami grad, fishing entrepreneur, one of those bad boys that go out and do all the stuff you want to do in the waters. He's got his Instagram out there. It's Uncharted Tours. Peter Miller. Check him out. We went down there to Guatemala and listen, if you like billfish like I do, and if you like fishing action like I do, because on Route 99 is put your seatbelt on, cold beer, tight lines when we're talking about the fishing, because that's the way we do it, and it's all about the bait, because if you ain't got no good bait, ain't no fish biting your line, and that's what it's got to be when you out there. And we go out here and we go on a 3-day tournament. We tagged a couple fish for conservation because I want y'all to know out there, when you bill fishing, you want to keep the fishing grounds prime and lovely. You know what I call my conservation guys over there, and I get Niels, the guy from Guatemala, to show up on the show and let y'all know about all the conservation that they do over there on the Pacific coast. I mean, where you can take the white fish and the kids fishing because there's no white caps. There's no rough water. It's just tight line, cold beer. Well, if you got the kids, you got to get a little A&W or a little Coca-Cola, Pepsi, whatever beverage of choice, and plenty of water because it's going to be hot. It's going to be hot, and the fish will be biting, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful place when you're talking about Guatemala, Costa Rica, that whole Western Central America. I mean, it's not a long ride. Not a long ride on a plane. You know, JetBlue, Continental, all the good boys take you over there, and no problem. And American, of course, red, white, and blue, they take you over there and get her done. And, I mean, the billfish are just, they're right there. You don't have to go far. When you don't have to go 30 miles and, you know, do the whole fishing adventure like, you know, Gilligan 3-hour tour, nothing like that. You know, not that far. You know, it's right outside. You get it going and you get that going. And then when I left Guatemala, it was time for the Bull and Cow down in Marathon, Florida, the light tackle fishing capital of the world, with a guaranteed $10,000 to $25,000 for first prize. And you have to bring in the bull and the cow, and if you don't know what that is, that's the male and the female, the bull being the male and the cow being the woman. I don't know why they do it that way. They should have did it the other way and made us the cow, but we the bull. And it was Cool Runnings. Cool Runnings caught a 58.6-pound bull. And you won't believe this. Added a 6.4-pound cow for a grand total of 65 pounds, bull and cow champion. Oh, my goodness. You know what? That's why I love fishing. You never know what you're going to get. Because Executive Decision in second place with 53 and All in third place with 45. I know on day 2 they definitely thought they had a chance. No doubt about it, because Executive Decision had a 34.8 pound bull. And they were sitting pretty. You sitting with 34, you get you another 34, and then you're looking at 68. Because the championship topped out this year at 65. That's why fishing is the greatest thing you can do. Put your phone down, don't have to worry about nobody calling you. Must pay attention to the line and the bait and the route that you're going and the birds on the horizon and the trash and the debris. I won't call it trash. The debris that's floating around, because, we had a couple storms and there's some different wrecks and different depths and things that are going on, and fishing is wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I went by Lake Okeechobee and had a little bass fishing too, because, sometimes you got to mix it up. You can't just sit out there and, chase the biggest things in the sea. You got to sometimes come over and find you a nice 5-6 pound lunker. But I was looking for that 8 to 12 pound one. That's exactly what I want. Anybody out there, if you know what an 8, 12 pound bass is, call the big boy. You know what time it is. It's at Warren Sapp. Put the podcast down, podcast99 on Instagram. I read all the messages underneath. So if you got something you want to talk about or tell me something, send it. Don't send it DM. The DM is full of other foolishness. Don't do it. Yes, that's what we do. We fish that thing up and get it going, because ain't nothing like going out on the water and enjoying yourself for a nice 5, 6, 7 hours. And if you Randy Moss, you want to fish on the bass for 12 hours, because for some reason I guess he don't know how to fish. And Deion Sanders, I hear you out there talking about the Backyard Bass Challenge. You want some of this, boy? You let me know, because, Florida boy, only thing you got to do is tell me where to go and the address and the time, and I'll meet you with my fishing pole, reel, and rod in hand. My Shimano Conley fishing rod. Are you kidding me? You want some of this? Come get some. Route 99. Here we go. We're going to do a calendar check and see what we have on board. For all the beautiful mothers out there, I want to say Happy Mother's Day this weekend, because without our mothers, where the hell would a lot of us be? No doubt about it. Mine's turning 74 this year in December. That's right. I'm proud to say mine's 74 years old, because she's been beautiful all 74 years, and I've gotten 45 of them. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to send a shout-out to all the beautiful mothers out there for Mother's Day this weekend, because without our mothers, where would we be? No doubt about it. I'm going fishing on Mother's Day, because my mother says she's sick of the flowers and all that. Boy, I don't send no more flowers over here. That's what I got. I said, okay, no more flowers. I'll send a check at the beginning of the month, and then we'll be cool. And there it is. We're moving around. And then we come back from Costa Rica doing some more hella fishing, because, and if y'all want to check out Costa Rica, you have to go on the Twitter. Is go to Costa. My man has some beautiful rental properties down there for you, the kids. I just took my son, for him and his buddies, for their 18th birthday, and ran them around zip lining, upside down, ATVing, and fishing, because if it ain't fishing, it ain't for me. No doubt about it. And I do a little golfing, so if you got a golf tournament out there, hit me up. I will come around for the charity. No doubt the kids is the wonderful thing. And then I'm going out to see Bo Jackson in Vegas for the Bo Jackson golf charity event that he has out there, because whenever Bo calls, you got to go. Bo Jackson is the greatest athlete I've ever known, other than Deion Sanders on the football field and the baseball field, and myself, because I'll give them both a run for their money. And they always talk about fishing, because Bo sent me his little 600-pound tuna, talking about what he had and what he caught it on. I sent him that 900-pound from Prince Edward Island. Lucas Mitchell. Yeah, so you got to go see up in Prince Edward Island, Lucas Mitchell. You want to go catch you a tuna 3 times the size of you. maybe 5 or 6 times the size of some of y'all out there. But he was only 3 times he was more than 3 times my size, and with 21 pounds. He was a monster. 924. Oh, 924. Yeah. So I had to show Bo that one. But Bo Jackson is a bow hunter. Beautiful guy. I'm going to go out and see my man. Play a little golf. Hang out. Then I'm going to shoot y'all another episode because that's what we do. Route 99. For all of anybody out there that was thinking, you know, with everything that's going on in the world with Donald Trump era and all of that, it's like, you know, why come the big fella don't touch? Listen, this Route 99, when you have your seatbelt on, ride with me, there's 2 things we ain't going to touch on here unless it's really dire emergency, and that's politics and religion. Because I can't not define your God or your situation for you or how you get it done, because all my faith need to be is as big as a mustard seed. Route 99. It's Warren Sapp talking about all the things that I love, and there's nothing I love more than 2 nines on your back, like Warren Sapp. Like my man Fabolous said one time, and Benji Siegel said he coming over the bridge with 2 nines like Warren Sapp. So, the LSU Tiger, 6'5", 245, Arden Key, the third round pick of the Raiders. Oh my goodness, we got Raider Nation here, and we got 299. What's going on, Mr. Arden?
What's going on, Big Slap? What's happening?
Hey man, you know what? I'm gonna get right to it because I don't think you know this, but you know Coach O was my coach.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna ask you to give me your best Coach Ogeron impersonation.
Well, let's see what he got so many. We'll be like let's see. Hey, we'll get out of the Corvette today, baby. Sat for the best player football, baby. Yeah.
See, I'm gonna tell you what he told me one time. Listen here, country boy. Ain't no way. I seen Russell. I seen Cortez. You better than both of them. I'm telling you now. You got to get in here and go to work, country boy. Because ain't no easy way out now. If it was easy, everybody would have it. Now, don't give me the red ass now. Don't give me that.
Don't give me the
red. And they running right through your candy ass. I mean, I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yes,
you know that Coach O is something special. You know what?
Yeah.
Me and you share 2 coaches in common now. I want to know, how was Gruden in your first minicamp?
Gruden was a great coach. I mean, he got his own little lingos too. Like it's crazy. Some of the stuff he be saying, and I can't really give it to you right now because I ain't really caught on to him yet. But he got his own little funny ways too.
Juice.
He had you thinking like, what you just?
Juice is what he want, baby. Juice.
Yeah, juice.
Gotta have juice, baby.
I knew, but he. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was saying I knew he was crazy because I go in his office. There's no lights in his office. It's dark, and then he got that Chucky picture sitting right there on the side of him.
Yeah, don't worry about Chucky. That's just something that
somebody.
That's when you say he crazy.
He crazy.
Yeah, like a fox. Trust me. He took me to my championship, young fella. All right, your first mini camp, you got introduced. Was it 5 practices in 3 days?
No, it was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 4 practices.
4 practices?
Yeah.
4 practices. So y'all went Thursday, Friday. Y'all went 1 time Thursday or two times Thursday?
No, it was only 1 time a day.
Thursday, Friday. So 3 or 4 practices in 3 days?
Yeah.
NFL going soft. NFL going soft, dog. I'm gonna tell you like this. My first mini camp, it was 5 practices in 3 days. We went 2 on Friday, 2 on Saturday, and 1 on Sunday, and they give you that little fake barbecue on your way out on that Sunday. Did you get the barbecue at least?
We didn't get the barbecue on the last day. We got barbecue probably the day before. That was for dinner or something like that. But the last day we had In-N-Out. We had some burgers and stuff like that.
Have you had an In-N-Out burger before?
Yeah. Overrated.
Boy, you better stop. You actually say that? What's your top 3 burger spots?
I I only got one top one is Whataburger that I
Boy,
done
you
had
better.
the best
You from
buffalo.
Texas, ain't you?
No, I'm from Atlanta.
Even worse.
I'm from Atlanta. I'm from the A. But that Whataburger
Whataburger.
good though.
Dog. I'm gonna tell you like this here. You ever been in South Florida?
Yeah, I've been to South Florida
All
before.
right, when you go back up there at Boca, is one called Zen Burger. You gotta go by and get you a Zen Burger.
Zen Burger.
Zen Burger. Trust
Gotta
me.
go get it.
Trust me. Let 99 take. So what defense y'all running out in Oakland right now? Give me a little preview what they asking for.
We got 4-3. You got me playing the end. We got
Right or left? Right or left?
Right.
Oh, I'm just asking you, hey, man.
Oh yeah.
You over there stopping the run? Oh no, right. You on the blind side.
Yeah, blind side.
Yeah,
We're
the
still
blind
gonna
side.
stop
That's
that run.
the Russian man side.
Oh yeah. We're gonna get that quarterback. And then they got some they showed me a little preview of they rush defense where they got me, Mac, Irvin, all the best four pass rushers inside. And they got some stunts and stuff. While I'm standing up, I might rush over the guard, or I might tickle the guard, and then you had an X coming, and I'm looping around to at the end and getting to the quarterback. I mean, it's gonna be special out there in
I
Oakland.
love the sound of your voice, young fella. It's nothing like a man that's thinking about hunting that quarterback, boy. Ain't nothing like it. I can see it all move. I can see the X's and O's on the board. But the game ain't about X's and O's. It's about the Willies and Joes now.
So,
I just let you know now. You done joined the brotherhood now. The brotherhood
oh,
gonna ask a lot of you, and from the sound of your voice, look like you about ready.
oh yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to represent. That's why I got it. 9-9, baby.
All right,
On the hunt.
all right. So I'm gonna wrap it up with you because I think you done gave me about everything I need to know. You done gave me a little preview of Gruden, and he crazy. I like that. He's crazy. That's what I thought too. Because I always said that if the car went 120 miles an hour, he wanted to go 150. He just
Oh
wanted to
yeah.
go to the absolute extreme.
Yes,
So who's the D coordinator?
you got Coach Paul Gandhi, Paul something like that. I just call him Coach Paul.
Coach Paul. That's all. Hey,
Yeah.
that's Paul. That's between y'all. Who the D line?
Coach Turzovac. I can't pronounce his last name, but I call him Coach T. They got some crazy names up there in Oakland. They got some crazy names.
Hey man, when you get out of the South, it get a little wilder, especially when you go west.
Oh
But I
yeah.
want you to check one spot if they still got it now, because y'all still at Alameda, right? 1220
Yeah.
Parkway.
Uh huh.
All right, the Hagenberger.
The Hagenberg.
Yeah,
You
because
know
the
what?
street you
Somebody
drive
just
on every
asked me
day.
about
Yeah,
that.
Hagenberger is a triple, a double, and a quad in there.
We're gonna get that triple.
That's what I did too. Yeah, so
We'll
you'll
get
be
that
a
triple.
burger man. I got a spot for you down in South Florida too. It's called the Tubbs. We're gonna go on a little burger eating, but you got to give me 10 sacks to go on a burger eating tour with me because I don't like no 10 sacks not around me because you know what I'm saying we don't play that.
We got it. 10 plus, baby. Let's go.
Okay.
Get my 3 tech. Get up the field. Draw to me, and we there. That's what I'm saying.
Somebody learn about the level of the quarterback. Is that what you're telling me?
Oh yeah, we got all that level of the quarterback. Gotta have that 3 tech getting that pressure. I can't be coming around the edge and he's stepping up and my 3 tech ain't it up. I'm not doing that. He gotta get some rushes in. Come on now.
That's
We
where
don't
it
need
gotta go.
nobody staying on the line.
That's where it gotta go. But the lone wolf dies and the pack survives, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. If you ain't gonna eat with your 3 technique, he won't eat with you.
Oh yeah, we're gonna eat together.
That's the key right there. All together, Raider Nation, baby, 99, Arden Keys. I want to thank you so much, brother, for riding with me. You can take your seatbelt up. You are free to go.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
All right, baby.
All right.